They don't actually want you. They want the validation and the approval and the affirmation that your presence gives them. I gave it to you bluntly. I gave it to you harshly. It hurts. I'm sorry, but I'm going to explain it. And we're going to get through this. We're going to get to the bottom of it together. Simple little human fact. Something that happens to a good bit of us when we're younger, whether it's through our parents, society, school, even just our brains. We never learn how to value ourselves, respect ourselves, and appreciate ourselves. So what happens is that process right there of appreciating ourselves, that's supposed to be an inward thing. I'm proud of myself because of who I am. I'm proud of myself because I'm here. I'm proud of myself because of this. I like myself, whatever. When that doesn't happen, when you don't have that inward process right there of finding healthy ways to appreciate yourself, you look for external things. That's the only way I can appreciate myself. And you see people, once you hear this right here, it becomes obvious. They only appreciate themselves when certain things happen. They only like themselves when they get a certain amount of money. So they will chase this money. They will chase that bag no matter what it takes. They will grind hours, years, whatever to get that money. And they realize that the whole time it wasn't the pursuit of getting rich. It was the pursuit of liking themselves. Or you'll see it also too, and this is what we're talking about right here. This gets us back to topic. Men, women, they find validation and approval in whoever they're dating, okay? So that's what happens to you. This is where you come along out here, okay? It's where you join the journey, is you think they're in love with you. You think, oh, they're love bombing me because they're manipulated, because they're this. Or, you keep breaking up, getting back together, and it's like, well, they act like they want me, and then I get back with them, and they don't want me anymore. What's happening? You're getting played. You're getting used for your approval, your acceptance, your affirmation, all of that stuff right there. Whatever A word you want that has to do with you taking them back and accepting them and giving them love or reciprocating any kind of feeling back to them. They like the chase. They're hooked on the chase. They're hooked on trying to get you to accept them, to date them, or whatever you're doing out there. I'm not going to think about that too deeply. But the reason why things aren't going how you want it to go, or the reason why they seem so on and then off, and then on again and then off, is because they're only doing it to get your approval. It's making them feel good. It's how they appreciate themselves and love themselves, is by saying, well, so-and-so said yes to me again. So-and-so went out with me again. Or if it's the first time meeting, so-and-so agreed to date me. I got so-and-so's number. These are the things that are almost like milestones. They're bookkeeping their successes with people like you, like me, like whoever, because it's how they feel good about themselves. A healthy response is, like I was saying, I went to the gym today. I feel good. I got out of bed today. I did my thing I had to do, and I feel good. I feel productive. I'm proud of myself, because at the end of the day, I got to love myself, because if I can't love myself, who can I love? But for them, it's not like that. They're thinking differently. They find love in material goods, in approval, because they're looking for acceptance. It's more of an ego-based thing rather than a confidence-based thing. So the key is here, don't fall into this trap right here. If someone is constantly on and off, it's probably because they're always off. And what I'm telling you right now is true. Because I'm telling you, if someone truly loves you, someone truly cares about you in the way that you should be loved, because that's the key concept here too, is though. Not for me, I'm not like acting like I'm up here and you're down here. I'm saying that you deserve to be loved. You deserve to be cared about 1000%, fully, faithfully, with someone's entire heart. Doesn't matter what's going on. So you got to escape this pathway right here, because this pathway leads you to the opposite of that. So as soon as someone starts playing about you, you have to cut it off. Because anyone that truly loves you and truly cares about you, they're not going to play about you. They're not going to just, oh, we broke up and, whatever, and I'm going to get back with her in a few weeks, or I'm going to text so-and-so in a while, and we'll see how it goes. Or if you just meet them, like, as soon as something happens, a date, whatever, as soon as they get what they want, all of a sudden they're ghosting, or they're backing up, just let them go. Just throw it away while it's, throw it away before you get too close. Just don't let this person get too close, because they're going to create danger. They're going to hurt you eventually. And this is not like, I always preach anti, like, be scared to love. I'm just saying this is like an archetype of people who always do this thing, is if as soon as you give them what they could potentially want, they're gone, they're distant, they're weird, they're different. It is the classic game of them just purely using you to boost, to feed, to serve their ego. They're not in love with you. You are basically a slave. You are a servant to their ego. That is massive. Because like I said, confidence and ego are two different things. Confidence is my perception of me, how I feel about me, and that's a positive thing. In my eyes, though, ego is how I think everyone else views me. So if I have a girlfriend, and my peers, my friends, they all see me, I have this girlfriend, they think I'm cool. So then I try to make my ego become my confidence. I try to make my ego feed my confidence, but it never works. So they have to keep going more and more and more. More girls, different girl, more this, more cars, more whatever. And it never works in the end. So they're constantly using you, using whoever to serve this ego, and it never works. They're out here like Thanos, collecting infinity stones, and you're one of them, and they're trying to get all 5 before they can snap their fingers and hopefully love themselves. So the journey for them is to figure out how to love themselves. The journey for you is to escape while you still can. And if they ever find out how to love themselves, they ever find out how to fix these ego tendencies and these manipulative tendencies, that's when maybe then you can have a good, happy ending. But realistically, for most people like that, it's very hard for them to ever find a way out of that. So I'm telling you, keep your peace. Be safe out here. Don't fall for that trap. They don't want you. They don't care about you. They're just doing it for their own ego because they want your approval. They want your validation. But like I said, it's a small subset of people right there. That applies to you if you're getting played around on and off relationships, or someone, like I said, they give you something, you give them something, and they ghost away. Stay safe out here. I care about you guys. I want the best for you. If you ever need help, advice, whatever, drop it in the comments. I got you always. Peace.